Hello, welcome back to Rain Riverstone Creations. In this video, we're putting our skid together. You will need your legs, arms, head, your hook, a helping hook, and another C-clip. And of course, a lot of bands. We're going to start with our legs. Be sure you have your right and left toes pointing toward you. To put them together, we're going to use 14 bands. So this is how you do it. Be sure to have your toes pointed toward you. Find your C-clip on your right side of your project. This is your left foot. We're going to find that C-clip on the loop right there. We're going to count over. 1 is on your C-clip, 2 is just behind, and then 3. That third loop is where we're going to put our hook, going from the inside of the leg out. To get your right leg on, going to find that C-clip. We're going to find the loop it's hooked onto and count 1, 2, 3. Coming from the outside going in with your hook. That is where you put that and pull a band through. Go ahead and put the other side on your hook. We're going to keep it like this because this is how you start putting your legs together. We're going to put our hook through the next loop so it's on the back side of the leg, right here. Pull your next band through. We're going to pull it through this top band too, and then do a slip knot, and then a loop over. And that is how you connect your legs. Going to the next loop, from the inside going out, pull your next band through, going to the next one, and when you get to your C-clip, this is how we do this. Hold your C-clip out if you need to. Put your hook underneath. We're going to pretend it's not even there. Pull your band through. Put your slip knot on that loop there. Then we're going to put our hook into that loop that is on the C-clip. If my camera will focus, there we go. Take it off the C-clip and take the C-clip off the other one too. So you take it off completely, put it aside, you don't need it anymore. Hook goes inside the next loop. Pull your band through. Be sure to put that top band inside that one as well. So you got this. And then do your slip knot. And then your loop over. You go into the next loop. This is why I use different colors so you guys can tell the difference between what's going on here. Alright, now we're back to the middle. So you want to put your hook through those same exact bands that your very first one went through. Same exact bands. So once you got it looking side by side there, pull your next band through. Make your slip knot and keep going around. Now we'll be on the front side of the leg there. And we'll do the same thing we did on the other leg. So we'll hold that out, go underneath, try to pretend the C-clip's not there. Then we'll put our hook into that loop there sticking out. Take the C-clip off completely and continue around. I'm going to pull it through, and that top band will go on it as well. Then do my slip knot, focus, there we go, and loop over. And then go into the next loop. And the last one. Your next layer is another row of 14. So pause the video and gather up those bands. Your first band is going to be in this very middle right here. Make sure your toes are pointing towards you. Very top right there, these two. The very first loop we did. Remember to put your C-clip in, because I forgot the last row. Alright, to find that next loop, we want to spread out our pants a little bit. There we go. Continue around, normal looping. I'm coming up to my last band. Gonna put my hook in to prep. Next layer is another row, another layer of 14 bands. 1, 4, 14. So pause the video and gather those up. This layer is also known as your belt layer. So if you wanted to have a specific color for your belt, this would be the layer to do it. Remember to move your C-clip, marking the first band of the new layer. One band in each loop. On my last band. Next layer is another layer of 14. Going to work on the back side. How to identify, pretty much how we did our legs, but if you need a refresher, we want to follow the band that's on your hook straight down. Go in between these cross bands here and pull a band through. Your normal slip knot. Move your C-clip to mark your first band. And continue around on the outside. Going around the outside, around the outside. Doing it this way gives your person extra stability. If we did not do this, your person would be very floppy. So this helps make it more stability. Stable? Stable. More stable. This is my last band. Those pants look so groovy. I'm going to put my hook in my next loop, which is just the top part of the loop going around. Next layer is 14 and is the last layer of 14. So pause the video and gather up those bands. This is the pretty much bottom of your shirt. Don't forget to move your C-clip, marking your first band of the new layer. I find this layer to be like one of the easiest layers because those loops are so pronounced. You can easily see them. On my last band. Alrighty, it is time to add your arms. Woohoo! Our arms. Okay, so lay this down. Grab your arms. Hi, hello, hey, how's it going? Alright, and we're going to gather up 26 bands. Okay, 26. Yep, 26. Alright, got your bands? Alright, pick up your body. Our first band is going in where the C-clip is. You can take it out to get it out of the way. Doing just the simple, normal, typical slip knot. Put your C-clip back on, marking your first band of your new layer. The next loop, we add our arm. Alright, so if you've been following me this long, this is how we find it, kind of like we did with the legs, except it's a little more simpler. Alright, so here's the C-clip. My thumb is pointing towards me, toes are towards me. C-clip, next loop over, that's where your hook goes through. Okay, everybody got that? Yeah? Alright, line it up, make sure it looks good to you and whatnot. Pull your band through if you like it. Our next loop is the back of the arm here. So we're kind of going around just like we did with the legs. Pretty much the same thing. So if you recall how to do that, it won't be too challenging. Alright, I'm up to the C-clip, going under that loop, pulling a band through, doing the slip knot, putting that C-clip loop on my hook. Taking the C-clip off completely. Putting it aside because I don't need it anymore. Going into the next loop. Ooh, we gotta put that band on it too, that top one. There we go. Put that back on the hook. So you got this. Focus, focus. There we go. Okay. Slip knot, loop over. And then we'll be going through the armpit. Make sure you go through those same exact bands. So it looks like we'll be side by side. So if you want to get technical, it's right next to, or the same exact bands as band number 2, purple band. So there, now it looks like they're side by side in there on the same bands. Alrighty, and then we should have 7 across the front here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, looks like we got 6. Let me check that because usually it's 7. Did I miss one? Nope. Nope, I didn't miss one. Okay, so when you get to the side, because when you squish it up, back side and the front side, on this side specifically, the left side, toes pointing away from you, you have a very pronounced side loop. So that is the one it goes into. Usually it's 6 or 7 across. Ah, my arm. Okay, so thumb facing away from you. I find it sometimes easy to stick my finger in the arm. Cap band, or not cap band, oh my goodness, C-clip band right there. And the loop just behind, that's what we want. And then pull our band through. There we go. And then just like before, pretending the C-clip's not there. Putting a slip knot on that band. Going inside that loop. Taking the C-clip off completely. Going into the next loop. Pulling it all the way through because that top band that's on the hook needs to go on there. And then make a slip knot and loop over. Next loop. And the next one. Another one. And then we come back to our armpit. So remember, we want to go through those same bands as the other band. Once you got that, pull your next band through. Then we'll be working around on the back side here. last band. Our next layer is 26, one in each loop all the way around. Remember to move your C-clip, marking your first band of the new layer. So right here you might have a tiny loop. Gotta spread that out so you're sure to get one band in each loop. Want to make sure you get them all. So if you need to, stretch out your body here and find those loops. Make sure you go in each one. One right after the other. I'm coming around to my other arm. Coming to the back side. My last band. Our next layer is 20 bands. We're going to do a little bit of reducing. So pause the video and gather your bands. For our first one, I'm going to remove the C-clip so it's out of the way, because our very first one is reducing. We want to remember to put the C-clip back on, marking our first band, our first loop of that layer. Our second one is reducing again. So we got 3 reducing total so far. So this is number 3. Now we should have 7 normal across. Should. Keyword there, should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Next 3 are reduce. Oh, sorry. I kind of drifted out of camera. Sorry about that. 1 reduce. 2 reduce. 3 reduce. 4 and the rest are normal. My last band. For your next layer, you need 10. We're reducing all around. So gather up your bands. I'm going to remove the C-clip so it's out of the way. We are reducing all around. Remember to put your C-clip back on, marking your first band of the new layer. My last band. Our Our next layer, we're going to use 7 bands. We're kind of doing reducing and normal like every other one. So gather up your bands. I'm going to remove the C-clip so it's not in the way. Our first one is reduced. Remember to put your C-clip on, marking your first band and then marking your first loop in the next layer. Our next one is normal. So we're just going in under those loops. The next one is reduce. So this is band number 3. Reduce. Band number 4 is normal, right there in the shoulder. Next one is reduce. And then normal and normal. Last band, normal. There we go. Our next layer is the layer that we attach our head. So this might be a little complicated. Gather up 7 bands and make sure you have your head. Hello. I'm going to remove the C-clip so it's out of the way. We're going to be working on the outside, kind of like we did before. So the edge, I guess. Right here's our first one. I'm going to put my C-clip back on. Okay, I'm going to take my hook out. To make this a little bit easy, we're going to go ahead and do the next one that's right here in the front center. Going to make a slip knot there. And then we're going to go ahead and attach the head at this point. So that should stay there. You want to get your head. You want to identify your eyeballs and go down to the middle. If you're having troubles finding the middle, get your finger up in there and spread those bands out. There you go. My middle's right here, right between the eyes, right between the eyeballs. So I'm going to put my hook inside, and then I'm going to grab that middle band that's on the neck, and I'm going to pull it through. I'm going to grab my helping hook and put it on there so it stays in place. I'm going to go around to the next loop here. I'm going to pull that loop through that's got the C-clip on it. Once I have it on my hook, I'm going to take the C-clip off so it's out of the way. Going to pull it through that loop, put it on my helping hook, go around to the next loop that's on the head, put my hook down in there. I'm going to turn this body around, and I'm going to find the spot, which is right here. Might be a little hard to see. So we got a few spots back here. It's right next to it. Oh, get out of the way, hook. I can't see. Okay, so it's right next to this one where this one is. So it's these two bands that are in between the cross bands. Right there. We're going to get that one on there. Do a slip knot. And then pull it through the head. And then I'm going to go ahead and get the next loop that was from the neck that was on my helping hook. I could do a loop over and then do the same thing again to the next one. And then I'm going to go in the head loop right there, the next one. Going to go to the next spot on the neck, which is right here. Gonna do my slip knot. Pull it through the head and loop over. And repeat the process. Once again, it's right there. When I get to where the C-clip is on the head, I go through that loop and then through the connecting loop that's on the C-clip. So it's all connected on the hook. Take the C-clip off, making sure loop is on the hook. I'm through the neck or head loop. Then I'm going to go and do the next neck one, making my slip knot. Going through all those bands, that one, the head, and loop over. And then going through again. That'll be the next one right here. This is our last one. Going in that loop there. The last one here on the back of the neck here. We're going to pull it through there, do a slip knot, pull it through the head loops, and this is where you tie off. So you get those, and this is how I do it. I hold the band in this finger and in my thumb and pointer, and I'll put my hook in between those bands, and I'll go around and I'll put that loop right there on the hook and just pull it right through, making that nice and tight. And then I will repeat so it's double knotted, going in between, around, putting the loop on, and then pulling it through, making a nice little knot there. And then I'll stick my hook in the head anywhere and bring the hook up in between here and pull those bands through so they're not noticeable in the back. And that's how you hide those. And there you have it, your little skid. Thank you for watching, and thank you for looming with me. I hope you enjoy your skid. See you next time. Bye.